gamers, Melkor6925 here, bringing you another Clash Royale video. Now there's two things that we're going to be doing today. Firstly, I'm going to be showing you my current deck, which is also one of my favourite decks in the entire game. And then we're going to be adjusting that deck slightly and doing a live attack with an all epic card deck. So guys, this is the deck that I'm currently using, which has the Goblin Hut, Fireball, we have the Elixir Collector, we have the Giant, we have that Mini Pecker, we have those Barbarians, the Wizard, and the lovely Valkyrie. This deck is performing exceptionally well for me. Time and time again, I'm defeating opponents I wouldn't have thought I'd been able to defeat. So as you can see, I have quite a few victories in there. There isn't the odd defeat mixed in there, I must admit, but in general, they are solid victories, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at look at all that, I think 8, 9 victories for 1, 2 defeats. A fantastic deck with a fantastic win ratio. Now I have highlighted and spotlighted this deck before, but I don't think people are quite realising how good this deck can physically be. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at a few replays around this deck, and then we're going to change this deck slightly and do an all epic attack live and see how we get on with an all epic deck. So guys, these are a couple of the replays, and let's talk you through how they went. So this one's taken on Hissmaker. Now again, first thing you want to try and do, if possible, is get that Elixir Collector down after you've wished your opponent good luck. It's always good courtesy, in my opinion, to wish your opponents good luck. So down goes that Elixir Collector. He's dropped the Barbarians in the back. So let's play this out gradually and see how it went. I always like to get that Goblin Hut down as well, relatively quick, to basically slow down any opponent's troops. As you can see, he's got all those troops down, so I'm going to drop down my Valk. Now unfortunately, he did drop down those 3 Musketeers, who can be absolutely deadly if deployed at the right time. Luckily, I do have the Fireball, which is a very good counter to those lovely ladies. So I'm going to start my main push now by dropping that Giant in the back. Now unfortunately, our opponent has done a very smart move there, dropping the Poison spell, slowing down our Giant, and taking out both our hut and doing some significant damage to our left tower. So I'm going to drop down another hut behind. Now we are losing in the elixir race here, which isn't good. I'm going to drop down that wizard for a bit of protection. Unfortunately, that fireball is going to do some significant damage to that wizard. Not enough to take it down though. So at this point, it's not looking good. I've dropped that Valk to take out those barbarians, and we do have a number of little guys behind, some goblins. That giant's going to get in the way and go down relatively quickly. Touch wood. That giant's going to take down that knight. Drop down that mini Pecker as our damage dealer. Now as you can see, we're going straight for that tower now. With that poison spell is doing some damage, but not before we actually take down that tower. Giving us a 1-0 lead with 1 minute and 5 left. At this point we are in a strong position. Now this is level 9 versus level 9, and we do have similar level cards. So I'm going to start a push down the following side now, just to put the pressure on our opponent. Now as you can see, he's going to still keep coming down that same side. Now he has dropped that dragon to try and take out my barbs, while I've dropped my Valk to take out his. Now unfortunately, he does have those 3 musketeers again. Luckily for me, I do have my fireball, which is going to take them down to just a slither of health. I'm going to drop down. So there we go. There goes down my Valk to take them out and to do some significant damage to those barbarians. Again, that poison spell slows me down no end. Drop that giant up front, but this is how it's going to end. It's going to be a 1-0 victory. I put my mini Pecker behind my giant because he helps push him quickly down that lane. So I can see, guys, a nice, good game, 1-0 victory with a very solid deck, working well on both offense and on defense. So let's have a look at some more of these victories. Now we have some 1-0 and 3-0 victories. So we're going to have a look at another 1-0 victory. Now this is against a level 8, but even though it's a level 8, the only real difference is that I have slightly more HP on my towers. Our card levels are actually the same. And as you can see, this is a dreaded mortar deck. So down goes that level 9 mortar. I dropped my elixir collector. Unfortunately, I should have countered that quite soon. Look at that. He has that minion horde, which is going to absolutely destroy my Valkyrie. I'm going to have to use my fireball, otherwise this tower is going to go down. Already at 1184, so I'm going to drop my mini P.E.K.K.A. to take out that mortar, which I shouldn't have done, which was just a waste. Luckily, he is going to get a couple of swings in on that tower to take it down to just over 1400. A very poor play by myself, but it's still damage on that tower. Now he's dropping down that cannon in preparation for the mortar. There goes the mortar. I'm going to try and drop my giant in front, so he's targeting the giant and not my tower, which does work just again, that minion horde. So I'm going to have to drop my wizard down here to actually deal with that. So unfortunately, I dropped him a bit close. Oh dear, but it was just enough to help take them down. And that last bit of damage will do enough damage to that mortar, so he shouldn't get another shot off at my tower. Drop the Valkyrie in front, using them goblins to push it down that lane. Unfortunately, a nice deployment of the cannon there to actually distract her. See, these elixir collectors here are just keeping me topped up with elixir, so I can continuously play strong cards. Again, that mortar, luckily that mortar will target that elixir collector instead of the tower, but I dropped those barbs down, who are going to take a hit from these minion hordes. Unfortunately, again, those minion hordes are proving deadly to me. So at this point, guys, we are nearly level pegging for elixir, and we are down to 930 HP in our tower, with our opponent sitting at 1312. This mortar is starting to prove to be a pain in my backside. Now, luckily, that giant is going to move in front of that tower. So they're going to target. So that mortar is going to target the giant rather than the tower. Now, I put that wizard down this time to take out that minion horde. Thankfully, I was able to take out most of them beforehand. Drop those barbs behind that giant to help with the cleanup process, and then that mini P.E.K.K.A. as well to hopefully take out those barbs before marching on down that channel. Now, as you can see, this guy has been sneaky, and he is now panicking. He knows that he's in a losing position and has dropped that mortar slightly further back defensively, which in my opinion is what the mortar should be used for. So again, I've got that giant going down this left side with those minions, using that wizard as backup to help deal some significant damage. So those wizards are going to take down those barbarians, and I've got my own barbarians. Now, as you can see, because I had the big push on the left, that's where he's defending, so I went right. I dropped my Valk and my mini P.E.K.K.A. down the right hand side. I'm still pushing down the left hand side to slow them down, but look at that. That right hand tower is going down to 162 HP. Follow it up with that fireball. All because he was concentrating on my left channel, not realising that I was going to start a sneaky push down the opposite side. That was a very hard fought victory, but a solid one nonetheless. So guys, let's see what we can do. Let's change this up to an all epic deck, and let's do a live attack. We're going to take out those barbarians, and we are going to replace them with the barbarian hut. 2 elixir cost extra, so taking our average elixir cost up to 4.9. Let's donate Dazboy that Hog Rider. I just love saying Hog Rider, and let's search for an opponent. Okay, so we are playing someone from the clan Zubu. We'll wish them good luck. They are level 8, but like I said before, our card levels are probably very similar. Now, I don't have that elixir collector, so I will be dropping down that hut. Now, he has the giant skeleton, level 3 as well. So I want to try and drop down this hut because I want to try and distract that guy just as soon as he gets to my side without him obviously reaching my tower. So I'm going to fireball those minions because they are deadly, and he's going to go down before getting anywhere near. So he has the goblin barrel, which has done some damage to my tower. Now I have 5 elixir. Now it's finally I can get my elixir collected down to start giving me some extra elixir. So hopefully we can start to have a nice little push. As soon as this builds up, we will hopefully be able to drop the giant. We will wait until that's gone. We'll then drop the giant and we will start our push. We will throw down the little crying face and we will then start our push down this left side. So down goes the giant. Now we're going to back this up with the goblin hut, I feel. Yep, so we're going to drop the goblin hut down behind our giant. And we're going to back him up with a wizard. No, we'll hold on that for a minute. We'll see what he's going to do. Yeah, we're going to drop him a bit further back. We want to try and take down this as soon as possible. Now luckily that giant is strong, so he's going to push that all the way back. Our wizard is going to take down that minion horde, and we're going to start doing significant damage to that tower. Again, as like in the last one, I'm doing a counter attack down the opposite side. That Valkyrie and that mini P.E.K.K.A doing fantastic damage to that tower and taking it down just like that. Fantastic. Now we're going to take down this guy before he gets anywhere near our tower. We're going to drop that elixir collector in the middle, and we have already got our opponent's crown tower down to just over 2,000 with their second tower at 754. Here he comes again to actually take out those two huts, but we are full of elixir, so we're going to drop our giant down and go for another push here. We're going to drop that barbarian hut. Now as you can see, again, he has dropped down that giant skeleton and that horde. We're going to use the fireball to take these out. We're not going to worry too much about that. We're going to drop the Valkyrie. We're going to drop that mini P.E.K.K.A. We're going to go for the 3 crowns. And that, oh dear me. It looks like he's just trying to play defensive. He knows what's coming. He's just happy to take the 1-0 defeat here, guys. It looks like it's just going to be 1 crown to 0. He's throwing down that goblin barrel. For some reason I'm getting quite a bit of lag. We're not going to get the 3 crown victory, but a solid 1 crown victory, and we had our opponent down to nearly 3 crowns as well, getting us 31 trophies and a silver chest. So guys, that's it from me. If you like what you see, comment below, let me know. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you gamers next time. Take care on that battlefield.